and welcome to today's Pick a Card General reading. I hope you guys have been well. I hope you had a wonderful weekend or day or evening, wherever you are seeing this video. Today's reading is a little 18 plus reading to spice up our week ahead and to hopefully just keep things light and fun. I've covered some pretty heavy, serious topics recently. We looked at how other people see you. We looked at goodness, I already forgot what I did yesterday. What is blocking you from your success? We've looked at your soulmate and how you can identify them, how they will see you, and what will bring success into your relationships. We've been going through some pretty heavy stuff. So when this recommendation came through on Instagram, I was honestly like, yes. As a reader, this is the energy I want right now before we get back into our flow of seriousness. So I'm aiming for this reading to be fun and light, and it's not going to be too steamy, because I don't want YouTube to not recommend this to people or start censoring these videos because of, the content. They're being very careful about sexual content and mature content and adult content. So I will be treating this like an 18 plus reading. Consider this your warning. If you're not comfortable with sexual themes or adult content, then I do recommend that you watch a different video. We are going to be looking into what your next sexual encounter is going to be like. We're going to look at the person that you are going to have this encounter with, what they're like, what their personality is like. We're going to look at how they see you to tell whether this is a stranger or someone you're not familiar with yet, or whether this is someone who's had their eye on you for a while, etc. This could be someone you're already in a relationship with. This is just what your next experience with them is going to be like. And then, of course, we're going to look at what the actual sex is going to be like as well. It's going to be fun. We'll get some tissue box messages, we'll get some personality traits, and we'll get some juicy tarot. So we have 4 groups today. Group 1, you are the amethyst cluster crystal. I actually love this reading so much. Why did I say reading? Okay, I was supposed to say crystal. I love this crystal so much. Group 2, you are the rhodochrosite heart. This is a very powerful love crystal that activates inner childhood healing, including trauma. So use with caution. Group 3, you have the Amazonite Truth Stone. I love this so much. I'm always just like holding this with me, and also ignore my nail polish. I'm starting to paint my nails again, but this is the last time for a long time you'll see color. Group 4, you have the Lepidolite Crystal, and this is a new crystal in my collection. It's actually a gift from my brother. So I love it. I haven't really worked with it a lot yet. I was holding it yesterday, and then I kind of wanted to put it down because yesterday was a chill day. I didn't want to do any hectic inner work yesterday. But this is Lepidolite for group 4. Now, if you do need more time, feel free to pause the video, connect with that beautiful inner voice, and feel which of these 4 groups you're most drawn to. Timestamps and bonus songs are down below. When you're ready, join me in your reading. Hi Group 1, and welcome. If you chose the Amethyst Crystal Cluster, then this is going to be your reading. Group 1, we're asking Spirit, what is your next sexual encounter going to be like? I'm just going to have a quick sip of coffee before we get into this. And we're asking Spirit so many juicy questions. I want to ask about this person's personality. We're going to get some initials. We're going to ask how they see you, and then we're also going to be in terms of like whether you know them already or how familiar they are with you. And then we're going to be asking what the actual sex is going to be like. So let's get right into it. Let's get some personality traits. For Group 1's person, please, Spirit, can you help me tune into Group 1's energy? This might have been a long time coming for a lot of you. I'm not too sure, but amethyst gives me energy of like a patience and waiting and connecting. So it feels like there's an element here of either waiting for the right time with the right person, or just wanting a connection with it as well. I don't know. I may be getting a bit premature there, but let's see what we can get. So Group 1, please, Spirit, who is their next sexual encounter going to be with? Kirk has a lot to say. Who is their next sexual encounter going to be with? You're okay, sir. We have androgynous. Okay, this is a very balanced energy exhibiting both feminine and masculine qualities. This could be more so their personality is what I'm feeling. They may physically choose to wear like more feminine clothing if they're masculine, or more masculine clothing if they're feminine. But I think this is more about how they present themselves to you as a person. They seem well-rounded, they seem confident, but they've also got like a sort of passive patience about them as well. There's someone who's obviously caring. I think it's the best of both worlds, group one, if I'm honest. They have the compassion and care of the more feminine's qualities, but they also have the confidence and I want to say initiative of the masculine's energy as well. I feel like this person is observant, but very, very patient. And I feel like they're picking up nervousness in you as well in this moment, which is interesting. Group one, please, Spirit. Who is their next sexual encounter going to be with? We have narcissist. Excuse you. This person is going to be highly confident. Let's just say that. I don't pick up on this energy negatively, but I see that they are going to like want... I feel like this person wants recognition physically that you're attracted to them and that this is something that you want from them. They're not the kind of person who just wants sex for the sake of like releasing energy, you know, like they want you to show them that you're attracted to them. Like I'm hearing muscle worship. That's probably on the far spectrum of what I'm trying to say. But there is this energy of like, just show me that you're into me, that you're attracted to me, that you want me. You're not just imagining somebody else with me. We have rider. So that's that sort of determination that I was picking up on, that confidence as well. A lot of confidence in this person. They honestly are someone who is very much present. They're not using sex as like an escapism is what I'm picking up on. I feel like this person's energy is very present. They're very involved. They're very much wanting this with you is what is coming through, and they want not reassurance, because I don't think they're that kind of person, but they want confirmation that you're in the same energy, that you want this with them, that you're here, that you're present. Yeah, holy heck, we have in love coming out as well. Okay, interesting. A lot of strong energy from this person. This could definitely be someone that you're dating or already in a relationship with forever after being your bottom deck energy as well. This is someone who is very connected to you, is what they feel. And they feel like it's time to finally take things to the next level with the Student card being your bottom deck energy. I feel like this person is determined to learn more about you in this way. This could be your first time, or it could be the first time in a long time with this person is what I'm getting. I was getting waiting and connection as well. I just had to turn another fan on, group one, because it is way too hot to be sitting here in still air. And we've just got to fix our aircon, so I can't turn that on either. But what I was picking up on as well for your person is that they really, with this narcissist card, it feels like this card says charming, enchanting, leader, patronizing, disregarding, arrogant, bullying, ego-driven, low self-esteem, frightened. If you know this person well, and this has been a long time coming, or this has been something that you've been really building up to, I feel like there's going to be like a little bit of like role play involved to kind of step outside of a preconceived comfort zone. Like, for example, this is just an example. It doesn't have to be your situation, but I see this person using this sexual experience with you as an opportunity to break barriers. Like, this could be a friend that you've been chatting to and that like you've obviously got chemistry with, and you've decided you want to try dating, and so you have been on dates and you've done like the whole kissing thing, and you've sort of been working up to this. I see that with the narcissist here, it's almost like they want to step outside of whatever like comfort zone or barrier you currently have and kind of take it to a next level by doing these sort of, it feels like a role play thing, or like just really focusing on the present moment, like the physical moment, wanting that confirmation that this is really what you want from them as well. I also feel like this person is really well spoken, and I feel like that is going to have heavy bearing in the lead up to this moment as well. Like, they're very good with their words. They may just be very vocal in general when it comes to sex, but I feel like they're very, very well spoken, almost outspoken is what I would say, because I feel like they're going to want you to reciprocate. They're going to want your energy to be in this as well. They're going to want to hear you talk. They're going to want to hear what you want, for example. And it's also coming from a well-balanced sort of sensitive side of just wanting this to be a connection. It's not just sex. Group 1, your person really wants a connection. And I feel like they're going to be very determined to make this happen with you. I feel like this is something that is going to be worked up because it's not just about the sex. It's about fostering a connection here. So I do feel like this person has a silver tongue, and they're going to build up your confidence, and they're going to want you to confirm like that this is what you want from them, for example. And then it's going to be very much like an emotional experience. There is actually a lot of feelings here. Group 1, this person has a lot of feelings for you, okay? That is who you are going to have a next sexual encounter with, is someone who's already a part of your life in some way, or at least they are going to be before you have sex with them. This isn't a one-night stand kind of person. This is someone who has like a really crushing feeling towards you, and they have every intention of like using this sexual experience with you to deepen your relationship with them. So let's see if we can get some tissue box messages as well, just to confirm who they are. Group 1, please, Spirit, can we confirm who their person is? Who is Group 1 going to have a sexual encounter with next? Okay. Oops. My ring got caught. All right, let us separate. Oh, I'm seeing a lot of water for you guys, a lot of watery energy. Okay, so a lot of feelings in this, okay? So many feelings. Now, we'll start with initials, and then we'll get into the other messages. I can see now that we didn't get a heck of a lot of initials, so obviously take what resonates, don't let the rest take from you. Now, first initial I have here is a T. This could be yours or their first, middle, last name. We also have an E. Elias? What is that? I've never heard that name in my life. Elias. That's interesting. Or Ellis could be. We have a V coming out as well. Yeah, this is going to be a massive win for this person. It feels like this is a victory in your connection as well. We have an A coming out. We have an F coming out. We have another V, so it could have double letters, first, middle, last name, for example. Now, if we look at other messages, I'm seeing headache here. So I feel like this person is thinking about this a lot. I'm not too sure why. Is this going to be like a milestone sort of thing? It feels like a lot of you are already in a relationship with this person. That's the energy that I'm getting. So this could be a milestone in your connection with them, this moment. Now, we're also being shown love, and we do know that. We've got in love, forever after, and rider, as well as this androgynous of feminine energy and sexual exploration. I feel like this person is going to use this experience with you to really deepen your connection, and love tells me that there are a lot of feelings here that are going to be physically explored. We also have happiness. So this is someone who's going to make you very, very happy, Group 1. And I feel like this is their way of connecting with you. With third eye chakra coming out, that confirms that connection that I was feeling. I feel like the two of you feel very comfortable around one another. With the fourth house coming out, this is home, this is nurturing. This is an energy of taking care of one another. I feel like this is a situation that is going to happen at a house. It's not going to be a hotel thing. It's going to be a home thing, like being in your home, potentially together. This is how evolved this relationship could be, but it's not going to be like that for all of you. It just feels like a very comfortable experience of the two of you confidently exploring one another and deepening your connection in that process. Now, what else do I want to look at? Let's get some more chakra signs. We have the crown chakra coming out for you, so a very intuitive connection. This person could be in touch with spirituality in some way. They could be they could have some form of mindful practice, let's say that, because spirituality is such a fluid term. It doesn't have to be tethered to religion. It's just the idea of being mindful of yourself and your energy towards others as well. So they could be doing that sort of business. They could be exploring that further at the moment. They could be someone who helped connect you to your spirituality, for example. They're definitely someone who you're going to have a strong connection with first, though. That's what we're feeling. Root chakra is coming out as well. This person is someone who is, I'm getting that they're very ambitious in general with their energy. They're someone who is very grounded. You're going to feel safe around them. You're going to want to share your body with them, for example. And we're also being shown heart chakra, confirming that this person's does have feelings for you in this moment. They are going to have a lot of feelings for you. I feel like this person is really going to care about you and what you want as well. It's going to be like a partnership energy of someone you care about making love to you. It almost doesn't feel like that though. It's not necessarily like making love. There's feelings here, but there's also like this desire to like be outside of yourself, spice things up, and almost like role play and have some fun with it. Now we have Scorpio coming out. We also have Cancer coming out, and we've got Taurus. So a lot of watery energy and a little bit of earth energy. Now let's see what tarot has to say as well. I'm going to start with these cards. Actually, let's go for these. We'll use the best tarot today. That's literally what it's called. I'm not choosing favorites. That's literally what it's called. All right, so group one, please, Spirit. How does this person see group one? Like, what is their connection like? What is their relationship like with this person that they're going to have their next sexual experience with? We have the Eight of Cups coming out. Okay, that's interesting. How does this person see group one, please, Spirit? We have the Page of Swords coming out. We have the Seven of Wands coming out. We have the Eight of Pentacles coming out. And we have the 10 of Wands reversed coming out. In my head, I'm hearing I've Been Waiting. You know that song? Oh my gosh, don't make me sing it. It's still early in the morning here, but I'll try. I've been waiting for a girl like you. I don't even know the name of that song, but that's like what I heard in my head when I saw the Eight of Cups. We also have the 10 of Cups at the bottom here. So how this person sees you, group one, you're a hard worker. You are not afraid of anything in your person's eyes, but yet you have your struggles. That doesn't mean that you're, immortal and not a person who experiences levels of anxiety and at times potentially heavy, low moods. I feel like your person sees you as a very hard worker. You are very determined in your life. You might come across as very ambitious. You're currently working on something at the time that the two of you have this experience. You seem to be someone who is very focused on starting new worthy cycles in your life. With the Eight of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles, you're working towards emotional situations that are going to help you in your journey. And you may be in the process of coming out of an emotional cycle that wasn't helpful in your journey. Your person sees you as someone who, if it isn't meant for you, then you leave it behind. You're not afraid to step away from like relationships, connections, friendships that don't give equally. I feel like this person sees you as someone who is very emotionally evolved. You're still learning how to balance this energy within you. It's not like the maturity of, say, the King of Cups, but you're very self-aware is what's coming through here. Your person sees you as someone who is starting cycles that you're familiar with, but they seem to be new in a way, like you're walking away from things and stepping towards other areas of your life. They also see you as a very curious person. You could be younger than them. They see you as the Page of Swords, which is interesting. You may just be in your head about this a lot, and they could be picking up on anxiety on your end, so they're trying to be more comfortable, make this situation more comfortable for you. They see you as someone who is like, you're not just like the hit it and quit it kind of person with the 10 of Cups reversed here. They see you as someone who you may downplay how much you want a 10 of Cups, but they know that that's who you are. With the Lovers reversed here, they see you as someone who seems to like you deserve that, but you're not necessarily focused on that, which is interesting because this person is almost like feeling like they need to win you over through sex, like to show you how special and important it can be when it comes to relationships. I see with the Page of Swords, though, you overall have a very youthful, curious, almost naive energy in their eyes. So they could either be older than you, or they could just see you as someone who is younger. I don't know how, but in your energy, you come across as very like curious and potentially in your head about this whole situation. With the Seven of Wands reversed, you are a very determined person accompanied to the Eight of Pentacles, but the Seven of Wands reversed is about overcoming overcoming fear, and it's also about not letting your fear get in your way. When it's reversed, it can indicate that at times, your fear does offer blockages by way of anxiety or just anxious feelings and anxious thoughts in general. Or it could mean that you just have a lot of frustration. You have a lot of pent-up energy. You have a lot of sexual energy. It may have been a little while. This may have been a lead up to this situation. It's been a while. There's been a progression here. It wasn't just a one-night stand situation, group one. Your person has a lot of sexual energy towards you at the time that they're going to come into your life. It's not just going to be, oh, I like what I see and I'm going to try to do it now. It's going to be a long time in the making, at least for some, not super long. Like, this isn't someone that you've known for like decades, but I would say weeks to months, like you've known this person before this happens. With the Eight of Pentacles over here, you are a determined person and you're definitely working on something at the time that this person comes into your life. They see you as a hard worker. You could be studying, or you could just be really focused on your work. There's an energy here of you are patient and you want to plan this. So I see your person putting in that effort to plan this experience for you as well. With the Ten of Wands reversed here, I see that the two of you are going to want to use this experience to overcome some sort of hurdle. It's literally like you're trying to step outside of something and just do it and be in the moment and be present. You may have to overcome adversity in order for this to happen, or it just may be a good opportunity for the two of you to connect and forget about the other responsibilities in your life as well. So speaking of, finally, let us have a look at what the actual sex is going to be like. So group one, please, Spirit, what is their next sexual experience going to be like? Okay, that's interesting. We have the Wheel of Fortune coming out reversed. We also have the King of Swords coming out reversed. Okay, I'm getting a message about only us, nobody else. Group one, please, Spirit. What is their next sexual experience going to be like? We have the Page of Swords coming out again. Okay. We have the Sun coming out reversed. Okay. We have the Two of Pentacles reversed. I'm laughing at the Sun, and I'll tell you why soon. We have the Hierophant reversed as well. So, oh my gosh, bottom deck energy is the Devil. Yes, that's what you want in a reading like this. Group one, that's what you want. Look at that passion, look at that fire, look at that idea of like, oh, I'm hearing sexual possession. Oh my days. Wowzers. Okay, so first of all, what I'm seeing here is round by round. Okay, this is a whole experience. This is a whole event. This isn't a one-night stand. This is like a weekend of celebrating each other and experiencing one another. With the Devil here, I do see that there is already some sort of fantasy in mind. This person will have some sort of plan for this event, and I feel like they want role playing. I feel like they want you to step outside of your comfort zone, and it's not like it's going to be a major thing, but they want it to be exciting and passionate and heated and something that feels like you, at the end, like you can just sort of go back to your regular life and be who you were before. But they really do want to do something really freaky, and that's going to vary for each of you. Like, it could be that like this is the first partner who you've ever tried toys with, for example, or this is the first partner that you've ever tried role playing with, or they're just going to really want you to talk dirty. It could just be one of those things. But for others of you, it could be more inclined towards, BDSM and really role playing in that way, and there's going to have to be a high level of trust between the two of you before you do that, which is why they're working you up to it, for example. Now, with the Wheel of Fortune reversed, I'm getting that they really want this to be a special moment and that they are going to wait for it to happen. I also got with these two cards that it has to only be us. So I don't know if they've just got a lot going on in their life, and you may as well, but they really want it to be special, and they really want it to be at the right time of like nobody else is going to interrupt or intrude, or other responsibilities aren't going to take precedence. Like, it just feels like this person is very determined to make it happen, and it feels like they put a lot of planning into it. It's been a long time coming in their eyes. They have some sort of list of things that they want to do with the King of Swords, but I also see them getting very impatient with the Page of Swords and just wanting to do things like right here, right now. They fantasize about this a lot, but they plan it. It's not like a fantasy of like, oh, if I could, I would. It's like, okay, when I do, this is what I'm going to do. And it comes across as very like masculine, but there is also these feelings for you that intercept these like heavy, determined masculine energies. And I feel like they quickly evade that list and just decide to explore you physically. I feel like this person spends a long time feeling you and looking at you. They may want you to like show parts of your body to them. Like if you look at this card, group 1, and the way that this person sort of bent over, I feel like it is going to be an opportunity to connect on a deeper level. And it is more about that confidence building in both of you so that you're both present and you're both confident in that moment. Now with the sun reversed, this is something that is going to most likely happen at nighttime for many of you, but I feel like it's a situation that I'm hearing like it's going to be slow, okay? When I think of the sun upright, it's very much in the moment, being present. In a sex reading, it's more about like connecting to that present moment. And I see that that is the intention initially. And then there's this idea of prolonging. There's this idea of like, I'm just like actually going to enjoy where I'm at. And then I want like this to happen again. So that's why it kind of feels like, say this person has planned for it to be an evening thing, and say it's Friday night. I see that you won't leave this person's house until Sunday, because like this plan, like they still have things on their list that they want to do with you, but like it hasn't gone according to plan. Like things have happened, desire has peaked, for example, or other elements have happened. Like I see that the two of you are so comfortable with one another that you may go into this with like a role play in mind, with an idea of like what that you're going to sort of do, and then like something silly will happen and you'll just sort of like laugh and have a moment to just realize like, oh, this is like, this doesn't matter. Like the chemistry's here. We don't have to make this out to be a bigger thing than it is. Like let's just enjoy this moment for what it is. And I see with the sun reverse that that's kind of what happens. Like this person has a plan and they have a list, but it doesn't go according to plan, but they still intend on going through that list with you. So what could have just been a Friday night thing is like a whole weekend thing. With the Two of Pentacles reversed, it does give me this energy of priorities and just sort of working time into each other's routine for this to happen. I see that this isn't going to be a surprise. You guys are going to really plan this, and I feel like timing is limited. So this may be one weekend in the month that you have off completely with this person. I feel like for whatever reason you don't usually get this much free time with them. I'm not too sure why. It feels like this person wants to make it an experience though. It's not going to be a surprise. So what I'm seeing here is like food being cooked as well. Like this is a dinner situation that develops into the sex for you guys. I kind of feel like this person is going to want like to do more. Like it's not just going to be like hooking up. And I know I've talked about that before, so let's keep going. The Hierophant reversed tells me that there is an element of seriousness here, but more than anything, you guys are doing this to evade responsibility. You guys aren't doing this to sort of be aware of all the challenges you're facing in life. With the 7 of Wands and 10 of Wands, now the Hierophant reversed, this is going to be an opportunity to forget about your other responsibilities, to simply just enjoy one another and to not get too wrapped up in the seriousness of relationships in general. For example, I feel like there may be a lot of pressure on you as a couple to really label yourselves and identify yourselves in society's eyes. Like people may be asking you, like, what are you guys doing? Are you boyfriend and girlfriend? Are you guys seeing each other? Are you partners? Are you a couple? Is this person interested in marriage? Like, etc., etc. And I see that this is an experience to just forget about all of that and focus on the more fun aspects of a relationship as well. Food is very important in this experience because I think that it is about sort of showing how much you mean to one another as well. So group 1, this is what I'm seeing for you. Yeah, this is interesting. I hope it was a fun reading for you. I hope it helps sort of clarify who this person could be in your life as well. If you are as single as a Pringle, that is what I'm seeing for you. The next person that you're going to have a sexual experience with is someone you're going to most likely be dating. They're going to be a part of your life before you have sex with them because they are going to have respect and they're going to have an emotional attachment to you that they want to explore further in the bedroom. So this was still a general reading, group 1. If something doesn't resonate, don't force it to fit. I hope it helped raise your spirits a little bit on whatever time of the day that you were seeing this. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I shall see you in another video. Bye! Hi Group 2 and welcome. If you chose this rhodochrosite crystal, then this is going to be your reading. So Group 2, today's reading is going to be very fun. It's going to be a little bit lighthearted, something to help us sort of break up the seriousness of our readings lately. We're asking Spirit, what is your next sexual encounter going to be like? We're going to be asking messages of the person, who this experience is going to be with, what their personality is like, and we're also going to be looking at goodness, I just got a mind blank. Well, we're going to be looking at how they see you as well, just to help figure out, how well they know you, whether they're a stranger type of thing, or whether it's someone who's going to be a part of your life for a little bit before they come through like this. Now, at the end, we're going to be looking at exactly what the sex is going to be like as well. We have to keep in mind, Group 2, this is YouTube, and they're very knuckling down, like they're very coming hard down on. That's a bit horrible way to describe it, but they're coming down hard on sexual content and mature content in general. So I can't go too juicy, otherwise they're probably going to give me a strike. So we'll see how we go. We'll see what comes through. I also can't lie. That's the part of being a reader. You got to be honest. So we'll see what comes through. Let's have a look at who this person is going to be based on their personality traits. Group 2, please, Spirit. Who is their next sexual experience going to be with? What is this person's personality like? Oh my days. Excuse me, that is a lot to come out. Waiting, yearning, longing, begging, crying, regretful, sorrowful. What does that say? Miserable, rejected. Oh my goodness, who is this person? What did you do? Attorney's coming out as well. Justice, helper. This feels like makeup sex, you guys. This feels like someone who's in the doghouse, and this is how they get themselves out of the doghouse. Group 2, please, Spirit. What is this person's personality like? Who is this person that Group 2 will have their next sexual experience with? We also have Doomsdayer. Oh my gosh, look at this. Feeling depleted, quitting, pessimist, defeated, and throwing in the towel. Oh my gosh, hello. We have the Nerd, IQ, genius, intelligent, lame, analytical, inventor, secret techniques, and knowledge seeker. And lastly, your bottom deck energy is the Peacemaker. Yeah, this is makeup sex, Group 2. This is makeup sex. This person will have been in your life for a little while before you have sex with them, because they feel like they have to do this to make up for something in your relationship. This is their way of coming through and making amends with you. This person is very, very smart. They are very, very smart. In fact, you may know them from school or from some sort of studies. I feel like they're going to analyze you and how to come towards you again. They're going to really have like a conversation with you is what I feel, Group 2, that is going to help win you over. They're going to know exactly what to say. There is like a little bit of like a wounded puppy syndrome energy here, and I feel like that is how they win you over. This person isn't going to lie to do it with attorney here. They are going to be honest. They're going to open up, and I think you can pick up on that. You can see that, and it's going to make you more inclined to want to have sex with them. This is definitely makeup sex, Group 2. This person's energy is like they were low-key, like they'd given up on the idea of this, and then they decided, you know what, I'm just going to try. I'm going to tell them the truth. I'm just going to open my heart up to them, and I'm just going to tell them what I've been going through, and I'm just going to hope that this person sees me for being my honest self and decides to take me as that person. I feel like this person, they have like an energy of peacemaker, which makes them, as makeup sexy as this feels, it's also this idea of like for the greatest good of all, this feeling of anima mundi, like collective energy and understanding that everything must come into balance. Like this person comes across as someone who is a fair person. They have this idea that, every action has an equal or opposite reaction. They're very much aware of balancing out emotion and energy and actions and why, certain things must happen following an action because it's either a consequence or a reaction. They're very balanced in that way. So I don't think that this is going to be the kind of makeup sex that happens because of like an irreparable mistake, like it's not like that. This isn't somebody who you have negative feelings towards, but this is someone who you may be wary of because of their sadness. They have sadness in them more than anything. They're not a trickster. They're not someone who's showing a level of deception. It's quite the opposite. They seem to be a fair, balanced person who has like a sadness in them, and they're very, very smart as well. That's what's coming through. This is very King of Swords energy. This is a very logical person, a very thoughtful person, someone who does want balance and a feeling of justice as well. So let's get some tissue box messages, see if we can get some more information. Who is this person, please, Spirit, that group 2 is going to have their next sexual experience with? Okay. Not a heck of a lot, but we do get some. So let me move those over there. I'm seeing a lot of water for you. This came through for group 1 as well, watery energies. All right, so we didn't get a lot of initials. We literally only got 4. Are you joking? Okay, so don't take this for gospel, group 2. 4 tells me that we're going to have to look at how this person will see you next for you to really see. But we do have 4 initials, so let's see what they are. That we've got the letter M coming out, so it could be yours or theirs, first, middle, last name, and it's really over man as well, waiting man. Emmanuel, that's strange. We have F coming out as well. I'm hearing first, but I also heard fuck buddies. So listen, group 2, you may know this person as a friend first, and then like in this moment of like consoling their feelings, it leads to something more. I'm not too sure. We also have the letter O. So interesting. I'm hearing only for you. Interesting. Oh gosh, this might be a very healing experience for them, but it could leave you feeling depleted afterwards because they've just kind of used your body to sort of expel energy. We have the letter E here as well, expel energy. So MEFO. Faux, femme, mofo. No, I'm kidding. Let's keep going forward because that's not a lot to go off. So we have Earth coming out. They could very well be an Earth sign. We're talking about Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn here. But we also have water. So water signs coming in strong as well. Earth and water. Water is, oh gosh, what's at the beginning there? Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We also have you already know. So Spirit is indicating a lot of you already know who this person is, okay? I feel like this is something that you aren't planning with them. It just seems to happen amidst you consoling them. We also have Pisces coming out. So yes, you definitely know who this person is. They're not going to be a stranger, but this situation feels strange to you. Pisces is telling me there's a very intuitive energy here that just kind of pulls you to do this. There's also a healing energy here that seems to help this person, but I do recommend that you kind of ground yourself afterwards. There's a lot of feelings here. There's a lot of heavy feelings here. This person is coming through as a very pessimistic energy. I don't want to say that's a true reflection of who they are in general, but that's their energy at the time that this happens. So it may be very helpful for you to know this now, because I feel that it is going to impact your energy. Just sort of grounding yourself, having that shower afterwards, really just sort of having something to eat afterwards or drinking a lot of water afterwards, being really mindful of what you do afterwards so that you're expelling and expressing that energy that they've just put into your body, basically. In terms of other signs, that's all we have. Oh, no, excuse me. We also have Taurus. Fixed signs, so a bit of mutable, bit of fixed, bit of water, bit of earth. Goodness, this person, earth and water is coming in very strongly. They're also showing me sleepless, so this person's energy is that they don't really sleep well, and it could be like a late night call to you, or it could be like a late night conversation with you that leads to this moment. I see that this person's energy is very restless, very unsettled, and they kind of just want someone to talk to. That is the intention of them meeting with you, and then it just kind of takes off from there as these feelings are expressed and as consoling is offered. I feel like that, I'm seeing like somebody crying and the other person kind of like holding them and like rubbing their back or something. And then it just kind of happens from there, as it does, because you're close to one another, etc. We're also being shown Virgo. So literally earth and water coming out very strongly, mutable water and a little bit of fixed earth. Now, we're also being shown the heart chakra, so a lot of emotions. This is going to be a healing experience, okay? But I feel like it's impacting one of us more than the other. So it is important to keep that in mind going into this. I don't think that this is a bad person, group 2. This is a very emotional person, though. We're also being shown solar plexus chakra, so there is this like desire that just sort of happens. I feel like this is a very spontaneous energy. You didn't plan this. It started off one way and then it kind of became something else. I don't sense regret, but I feel like this person in general is just not in the best emotional space. We're also being shown the 5th house. We'll show you that one first. Self-expression, drama, and play. Yes, I see this as an opportunity to express and to like, it just kind of happens. It feels like very spontaneous. It feels like it was just you getting wrapped up in the moment type of energy, but you do know this person. That's the thing. They're not a stranger who you just happen to connect with. This is a friend, most likely. This is someone who's in your friend group. This is someone who you're acquainted with in that way. With the 5th house coming out as well, this could happen outside for a lot of you. This could happen outside. How exciting. That's very strange. Like maybe you're stargazing at night. Oh, that's lovely. That'll be the best scenario. Group 2, I'm not going to lie, because you can just literally just sit on your bottom at the end and just ground that energy and let that energy go back into the earth after you're finished. We also have the 7th house coming out, so partnerships. This is somebody you seem to know quite well. Their energy is very balanced. Their energy is very much like they're a kind person. You have an established relationship with them already before this happens. I feel like this person is going through life and they're just at a point where things are feeling a bit shaky and they're not comfortable with it, because they're someone who likes balance and likes equality in their life. I feel like this person, oh my gosh, something that's coming through is they could be the same sex as you. Obviously that's not going to apply for all of you, but that's just something I'm getting strongly here when I'm looking at balance and equality. It's like, oh, wait a minute. Partnerships though, there's a strong energy of trust here. Like even if this is a once-off situation with someone who you're close to, I see that like you still like you leave with an energy of, oh, okay, like I trust you and I respect you to know that you're not going to talk about this in a negative way type of thing. In fact, this could end up being something that you both keep to one another. We have the 11th house coming out, so this is all about the future. This is all about being original and a surprise as well is what's coming through strongly. I'm kind of getting this energy of like reinventing an already established relationship for some of you into something else, but it is going to take time because this person's got some stuff going on in their own life. So let us have a look at how this person sees you to help us realize who exactly they are. Group 2, please, Spirit. How does this person see them? How does this person see them? The person they're going to have their next sexual experience with. We have the 4 of Wands. Yeah, you are a sense of comfort to this person. You offer them stability. You offer them harmony. You're a very balanced energy. You might be good at offering advice as well. You are someone who raises their vibration. You offer them a place of security. They feel very comfortable around you. They feel like you know exactly what to say, or you know exactly what to do. Your energy is just very present in the sense of you may not like to talk a lot, and they kind of like that, okay? They like that they can call you and you listen, and your energy is so grounding to them. I feel like this person sees you as someone who has, you have feelings of comfort. Group 2, please, Spirit. How does this person see Group 2? We have the King of Wands coming out with the 8 of Pentacles reversed, but I'm not gonna take that whole stack. Oh my gosh. King of Wands, you're a very attractive person. You're a very determined person. You're coming across as ambitious as well, but there's a fire within you that is actually very soothing to this person's energy because of probably their watery earth energy. They'd actually need a little bit of the fire in their life that you can offer them. I see that you seem to be very good at planning as well. This person may call you to just sort of get advice from you. Like, what would you do if you were me? Like, hey, are you doing anything? Do you want to come over and just kind of chill for a little bit? Or can I talk to you? Are you busy? And they kind of just want to vibe with you. They really like your energy. This person sees you as a very like stable energy, a very wise energy. You may be a little bit older than them or something, but they see you as someone who like they want to be around. You're very, very attractive in their eyes with the King of Wands. I would say that they have been attracted to you for some time. Like, it's no surprise that you're attractive to them. Group 2, please, Spirit. How do they see Group 2? How does this person see Group 2? Yeah, the 3 of Wands. Okay, so for some of you, they've actually been thinking about this for quite some time. You seem to be someone who, you're very ambitious is what's coming through. We have the Emperor reversed, but you're always sort of been a little bit out of their hands, a little bit out of their control. With the Star reversed, yeah, they've kind of been like longing and looking and kind of lusting for you at a distance, but they've told themselves no, like no, I can't do that. To Group 2, there's this energy of they look up to you, they admire you, they really do respect you, but I also feel like they kind of put you up on a shelf and went, no, like I couldn't do that with this person. With the Emperor here, reverse no less, they feel like you have a side to you that you're too afraid to explore around them as well. Like, the Emperor is someone who's very like in control and aware and mature and able to sort of harness all the masculine energy in order to make things happen. They are not afraid to take risks, but the risks are controlled. They're very aware of like losses and doing what is going to be the best thing for them and the people that they care for. But when that energy is reversed, it's like you're either overly controlling of the situation to the point where you won't loosen up enough to let things unfold naturally, or you feel out of control in general. So it's interesting that they see you in this way, Group 2. This person sees you as someone who seems to have it all together. You're on your way to achieving some pretty remarkable things. They see you as someone who's highly ambitious. You have a lot of fire in your energy. We have 4 out of 5 fire cards and a little bit of air. So where they're showing up with a lot of earth and water, you seem to have a lot of fire and a lot of air. And this Aquarius star energy is more of that sort of 11th house energy of surprises, something you weren't expecting. They maybe like never thought that you could see them in this way, that you would think of them in this way, that this would be possible with them, that the two of you could be like this together. They saw you as someone who was almost out of their reach. You seem to be like this person that people look up to. In their eyes, they have so much respect for you, but like it's almost to the point where they had to be very controlling of themselves around you. And the 3 of Wands kind of tells me that this person just saw your path. You may be waiting for someone else, or you may be with someone else is the energy as well. You may be someone who's just got working on other things with the 3 of Wands. It's like you're waiting for something. They see you as a very sort of patient and focused person. And you seem to be, your energy seems to be invested elsewhere as well. Like maybe you're just working on something else. I don't know. This energy is very strange. They see you as a very like fiery person though, so they kind of know what they're doing by calling you of all people at 3 a.m. to stare at the stars. Like they kind of know what they're doing. They know they're attracted to you. They know that you are going to be fired up towards them. Like I feel like the two of you do have chemistry, but there's a lot of comfort here as well. Like they do believe that you could offer them the energy that they need, and that you will potentially lose control as well. They see that there's a side of you that is afraid of losing control around them. Oh gosh. Okay, so let's have a look at the sex, shall we? Moving forward. Group 2, please, Spirit. What is the sex with this person going to be like? What is the sex with this person going to be like? We have the 8 of Cups reversed. That actually was flashed to me in the other tarot as well. The 3 of Wands again. I'm hearing it again. I've been waiting for a girl like you. The Queen of Swords reversed. Oh my days. This is something that this person has thought about many times before. They just didn't know if it was possible. You've low-key just made them go like, wow, wow. Like, even if they can't really, yeah, look at this. You guys are talking, hands on the chest. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it just develops from there. What else? is the sex going to be like? Yeah, we have the Four of Cups reversed. You're helping this person with an emotional issue, and then it leads to something more physical. Bottom deck energy is the Seven of Pentacles. I see cuddling afterwards. So the two of you you have some sort of friendship, okay? You know each other well. You're helping this person with an emotional issue, group 2, and then you just start sort of like getting more close, you're touching one another more, you're sort of kissing each other more, and then before you know it, you're just wrapped up in the moment, and it will happen spontaneously. This is a surprise to both of you, and it's even more surprising when none of you chooses to stop. That's what I'm seeing. Like, I'm literally seeing like hands here, and just this energy of like, they should have told me to stop by now. Like, why aren't they telling me to stop? What's going on? Like, why didn't they tell me to stop? Like, I've got my hand in a pretty strange place, and I'm seeing that for the most part, like, clothes seem to be on. So it's really just going to be a surprise, not something that was planned, but definitely something that was thought about before. With the Three of Wands here, it feels like you've been a part of each other's lives for quite some time before this has happened. And for many of you, I don't know if it will lead to anything like future in terms of a relationship, because with the Queen of Swords here reversed, it feels like it almost becomes a little bit of like a secret for a little while. It feels like the two of you don't really have time to process it. You're just kind of, it happens. And I can see that in the moment, there isn't going to be a lot of time to process it. It's going to be very quick. Not to say that it's like a quickie, but it's just going to come on very fast, group 2. I see a lot of talking. I see a lot of touching, lots of hands on the chest. It is going to happen outside for like 80% of you. I don't know how or why, but it is going to happen outside, and then it's going to end in the two of you coming inside to sort of hold each other and cuddle. Like, I see you spending the night with this person because they don't seem to want to be alone. This person is really just needing that energy that you can give them, and they've chosen you for a reason. It wasn't just because you answered your phone. They know you well enough to know that you're going to have the right energy, and you're exactly who they want around them when they're feeling like this. I feel with the Four of Cups reversed that there is going to be a more emotional discussion afterwards. There is this energy of like, I don't know what's going to happen the next day, but after you have sex with this person, they're going to want to talk to you about what's happened. They're going to want to process what's happened with you. They're going to want to go back to whatever you were talking about before. They are someone who does have an energy of like, they want fairness here. I feel like they do care about you. I just feel like you're not in a relationship with them. Like, this feels like a friend or someone who's like an acquaintance. They know you well, but not well enough to like be a partner or like a boyfriend, girlfriend, any other label. Like, they just kind of feel like a friend type of energy, or someone who's just been around. Like, they could be that person who has lived across the hall from you for like the last 6 months, and you always say hello, and you've noticed their energy sort of dipping, and you've started having more conversations with them, and then, you know, one night they come and knock on your door and you're like, okay, what's going on? Like, I've noticed you've been down, like, what's happening? I can see over here with the Four of Swords reversed that it is going to be a very quick moment. Like, it's very much a surprise, and I feel like this person is going to want to cuddle with you afterwards, because they aren't going to really know what to say. They're not in the energy of like being able to offer you the words of comfort that you need. So they're going to want to physically offer you comfort instead, like to help you see that like this wasn't just a meaningless act to them. Like, they do care about you, and they don't want to just use you, is what I'm getting as well. I don't see a lot of talking. I've got to be honest. It's lots of hands. Like, this person will probably grab your head and just sort of like, I feel like they would kiss you. There's lots of like, they just want comfort in your physical body as well. So like bringing you really close, holding you, wanting that cuddle afterwards, lots of talking before and after, not during. It may be over in 5 minutes, I've got to be honest with you, because it is a surprise. Nobody's planning this. It just sort of happens, group 2. I'm going to see if I can pick up on any other messages before I close this reading for you. What else can you tell me about what their next sexual experience is going to be like? There's something about waiting here that keeps coming through, you guys. Waiting is coming through very strongly. And you are helping this person with an emotional issue. They value your opinion. They really are a little like concerned at the end of how you see them and how this could change your relationship. Yeah, this person sort of like doesn't know what to say to you at the end. They're waiting for you to say something. So I think it's really important that you do ground yourself, that you do give yourself time to process, so that you don't say anything you're going to regret, because this isn't a fair depiction of this person's character. They're in a tough time and these things just sort of happen. That's what I'm getting. They don't know what to say. And by their silence shouldn't be misinterpreted as they don't care, because they do. They just don't have the right words for what they're feeling. They've got a lot going on inside them. So that's just a little bit of word of caution. Otherwise, I can see that this is a very passionate, slightly sweaty situation. Lots of hands, lots of grabbing. Clothing is still going to be on for most of you. And it is most likely going to happen outside with cuddles afterwards and lots of talking before and after as well. So group 2, that's what I can see for you as interesting scenario. I hope that helped offer you clarity. If you feel like you have someone like this in your life already, maybe just be prepared for this. Identify where this might be happening. If it's something that you want, go for it. If it's something that you're wary of, maybe just sort of explore it further and be aware that this is something that's in the back of their mind. Neither of you technically plan this. It just happens, but there is a lot of chemistry. There is a lot of chemistry here that just gets released in this moment. So group 2, that's what I can see for you. This was still a general reading, so please take what resonates. Do not let the rest take from you, and I shall see you in another video. Bye. Hi group 3 and welcome. If you chose the Amazonite Truth Stone, then this is going to be your reading. So group 3, today we're asking Spirit for messages around what your next sexual experience is going to be like, what your next sexual encounter is going to be like, who is it going to be with, what do they think of you. That's going to help us understand whether you know them already or not, and then we're going to get messages about the sex specifically. So today's reading, I'm hoping, is just going to be a little fun reading for us. Some obviously other messages come through as well, but I thought it's time to spice it up a little bit. We've had some pretty heavy stuff recently, so I decided to pick something a little lighter. Now, if you would like to be a part of the suggestion process in future, I do recommend that you follow me on Instagram. I've been saying this in the last couple of videos, but literally the last couple of videos have all come from Instagram suggestions. So if you want to support somebody who's already got a suggestion up there, I recommend you look at the last post that I put up and make sure that you like the suggestions that you like. If somebody's put something up that you want to see, definitely show your support, because that's how I'm weeding through to figure out what videos to do next, is based upon how much support those suggestions get as well, and how much that suggestion resonates with the present moment as well. So group 3, your next sexual experience. Who is it going to be with, Spirit? Who is group 3's next sexual experience going to be with? Oh, okay. We have the Artist coming out for you. We also have Attorney. I think this card came out for the last group. That's so interesting. The Artist and the Attorney. What else can you tell us about this person's personality? Oh my gosh, I just saw him. All right, we have Juggler. Excuse me, where are you focused? What the heck? We're here. Oh wow, that hasn't happened in a long time. The camera's just like not... There we go. We have Juggler coming out. We have Hellbilly coming out. And bottom deck energy is LGBT. Okay, this is interesting. I got that message in the last group that it could be a same-sex situation, mostly because of their circumstances, but you're a little bit different. Group 3, this person, it could very well be a one-night stand. Okay, group 3, you're that kind of person. It could very well be a one-night stand. I'm getting that there's an attraction, but there's also a distraction here. There's an idea of using this person as, excuse me, how dare I? I really find it so rude when I yawn in your readings. I find that this person's energy seems to be a distraction. It feels like this is like a conquer situation where just because you can, you want to, you know, like you're not necessarily invested, but it feels like you kind of just want to because you can. Goodness. In terms of who their personality is, I can see with the artist that this is a very creative person. They could be an artist themselves, but they're someone who has a very expressive sort of side, a side that's really connected to art in general. They're coming across as a very passive energy as well. So I feel like they're easily manipulated. And I think that that's a key way of identifying them, because they feel like a conquest for you, group 3. With the tourney here, I see that this person has a lot of interest in communicating with you. They're going to want to talk to you. They're going to strike up a conversation with you. You're going to value aspects of their opinion. Like, I see you having playful banter with this person. Communication is key here for you guys. That's how you're going to know who this person is. Conversation seems to flow. And I see that you share opinions and you also make each other laugh as well. I get that this person has a strong sort of moral side to them that comes through in this meeting of them. Even if you don't know them well, because I don't think you do, you guys. I really don't think you know this person well. I feel like you still connect with them in that way, and it's their mind that helps you. Why does it keep unfocusing? It's their mind that helps you connect. This camera is doing such bizarre things. Excuse me. Is it because of the crystals? I don't know. It's just having a hard time focusing. Hello? Gosh. Anyway, over here with the juggler, this says here nor there, stuck between choices, not moving, heavy thoughts, weighing options equally. So what this card is telling me is that I feel like your person's energy is very, how do I word it? Why am I doing this? That's what it feels like. Your person's energy is very, they don't know you very well, okay? Like, I feel like this isn't someone you're going to be in a relationship with. This isn't someone who you know a lot about. This is a very transient energy. There's not much we can say about their personality because there's not much that you know about their personality. When we have a look at that, it's literally just like an energy of like they're here and then they're not there. That's what I'm feeling. With the hillbilly here, this is interesting. I feel like this doesn't impact the sex, but I feel like as a person, there's going to be parts of them that you're like, oh no, they're not partnership material. Like, this is definitely a one-off situation, group 3. I've got to be honest with you. I don't think they are a hillbilly, and I just think that there's a blankness here that you can't connect to on a deeper level. I think that there's a doesn't make them a bad person, but they're just not your person, and you know that. You're just having fun, and it was just a fun time. They may say something that offends you at the end of the night, and you go, okay, wow, I'm out. With LGBT over here, I feel like this is very much about you. This is a moment for you. This is an opportunity. Excuse me, don't do this to us again. Why does it keep doing this? That's so crazy. This is definitely an opportunity for you to get closer to your sexual being is what I want to say. I keep hearing orientation though, so it might be a fun little experiment for you more than anything, but I feel like it's just a fun time for you. I really do think that this is just something that, you know, you decide in the moment, this is what I want to do and I'm going to do it. Like, there's not a lot of attachment to this person. It's more about how this moment makes you feel and how it helps you feel better about yourself as well. So let's get some tissue box messages to see if we can get any personality traits or initials. Who is this person, Spirit? Who does group 3's next sexual experience involve? All right, so let me take those over. Wow, you guys got the most. Group 1 and 2 didn't get a lot, if I'm honest. Like, wow, when I reached in there and took my hand out, I was just kind of like, huh, okay. Not a lot of initials for those two groups. Now, what I can see here is that this could happen very, very soon, okay? Like, this could happen literally, especially if you are dating or especially if you are out a lot. I see that you could be experiencing this very soon. Now, the first initial we have, which could be yours or theirs, first, middle, last name, is the letter Q. We also have the letter H. We've also got a T over here. We've also got an N. We also have an M. I'm being shown a W now. Oops, there we go, W. We've got a V as well. And there's a G over here. And lastly, we also have an S as well. Safe sex is what came to my head. So please, if this is someone you don't know, make sure you're being safe. I do see love here. And honestly, with LGBT, I feel like this is more about self-love and strengthening your identity and your sexual experiences. I feel like this does give you a feeling of almost validation, but I also see that like you did nothing wrong in this situation. I just feel like this person's energy isn't something that you want permanently in your life. I'm seeing very soon, which really confirmed the fact that this could be happening very soon for most of you. Okay, very excited, love it. I'm also seeing yes, so I feel like there's a lot of like momentum behind this. Like you just get that vibe and that energy and you decide to run with it and go with it, and it does end up leading to a pretty good experience. I see that you guys part mutually. Like there's no sort of energy of, at this point that I can see on their side, there's no energy of oh, they just used me. Like there's no energy of that at all. Like I see that it's very much just an agreed upon thing. This is what you want to do for now, and you decide you don't want to take it any further. And this person may initially say something out of ego, but it's not like overtly offensive. And I see that overall it just confirms that, yeah, I don't want this to happen again with you. I'm seeing headache here. So I feel like this is something that you've been thinking about for a while. I feel like many of you kind of want an experience like this, something that's just sort of carefree and exciting and fun and not too serious, but also satisfies your sexual needs. I can see with Earth here that this person could very well be an Earth sign, and I see that they've been thinking about something like this for a while as well. We also have water coming out, so they could be a water sign. Now, Earth is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Water is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We also have other signs here. So we've got Scorpio coming out as a confirmation of that watery energy, as well as Cancer. What other signs do we have? Taurus has come out in all of the groups so far, so heavy Taurus energy at the moment, which also confirms the time frame, you guys. Taurus's season starts at the end of April until the end of May. So that could be a fair indicator of when this could be happening for some of you, or they could just be Earth in their charts somewhere as well. You guys feel like this is going to happen like very soon, like just a fun sort of encounter. We have sacral chakra coming out for you. So there's that sexual expression that I was picking up on. This person just helps you explore another part of your sexuality, and you're grateful for that. With root chakra here, it feels very fresh, but it also feels like an experience that helps ground you and validate things about yourself. Like it's like you use this person to gain experience, and it does help you with that. I feel like it could be something that you use to grow further, but I don't know if you want that with this person. Like I'm not really getting a lot of feelings here. I get like a lot of passion. I get like a lot of sort of, there's an energy of, yeah, I could do that with this person, like the way that we've been talking and what they've shared with me, and I think like I could do that with them. Now, I'm also being shown crown chakra, which is interesting. It's like you're being guided to do this. It's like this is what Source is encouraging you to do right now, like to explore these parts of yourself. And I feel like you've just needed something like this to maybe get your mind off some of the other things in your life. This person's energy towards you, they seem to be pulled towards you as well, okay? They're very attracted to you. They're a very grounding energy, and I see that like they almost don't do this as often as you might think that they would, okay? With the crown chakra here is something that feels like they just had to kind of do it. They couldn't explain why, and it's exciting for them too with the sacral chakra, but I feel like this isn't like a regular thing for them. We also have throat chakra here, so that's interesting. You're going to, communication with this person is really going to help you decide to do this, especially because you don't seem to know them well. Communicating with them helps change your mind and make you see that, yeah, I could do that with this sort of person. With the third house coming out, I feel like, yeah, the communication, okay, it's so strong here, group 3. I don't know why. There's something that they say to you. I think they're a little bit stubborn on some front. some aspect of their personality is coming through as stubborn, but I also just see that like you're going to have some sort of really interesting conversation that's going to make you want to just jump them, which is exciting. You guys may share a community as well. Like you could be out with friends and then mutual friends sort of introduce you together, etc., etc., or you're just out in a sociable situation when this happens. It doesn't feel too crazy, but there is an essence of community here. Now, we also have the 5th house. Yeah, more of that going out energy, outgoing energy, fun energy, playful energy. Yeah, it could definitely be on a night out now that we have the 5th house here. If it was just the 3rd house, I would have considered more of like a house gathering or like a small friends sort of getting together for dinner situation. But when we've got the 5th house as well, this could very well be a night out. You know, alcohol could be involved. There's a lot of fun here. There's a lot of letting your hair down and just having fun for the sake of having fun. A lot of opportunity to express and to connect with your sacral chakra in this moment. Now, we're also being shown, what have we got? We've got the 9th house. So this person could look very different to you. There is some sort of difference here that makes them attractive. There is an element of risk. So please be safe. Wrap it up. I also feel like this is just helping you gain more experiences. This is helping you be more like connected to a spontaneous part of your personality. Okay, group 3 is very exciting. I'm not gonna lie, there's a real like adrenaline rush feeling behind this experience. We also have the 11th house, which tells me this is very much a surprise, something you weren't expecting, something that you had kind of manifested, like you wanted an experience like this, but you weren't expecting it to happen when it did as it did. I see that this is something that maybe you always wanted to do when you were younger with the 11th house here. There's something about this that feels like a future plan almost. Like, oh yeah, I envisioned that when I was 10. I never thought it was going to happen though. It's very original. It's something that you haven't had a lot of experience with at this point in time. And it's something that really creates a feeling of like, oh, that's another part of who I am. Or that's like, it's like another little like, I'm seeing like a badge of experience being like tapped, like almost like sewn onto like a scout's vest or something. I'm also seeing the 12th house, so I don't think that you choose to pursue this. I see this as more of like a, yeah, it was fun, it was good to try, and it helps illuminate aspects of your personality that you weren't completely aware of. It's very experimental is what I want to tell you. I see that you get to explore some sort of fantasy with this person as well, and I see that either it's been a long time coming or it's something that you had wanted for a while, you've been curious about for a while. There's a lot of fantasies around this. So let's have a look at how this person sees you. We're going to use this tarot deck. How does group 3's person see them? How does this person see group 3? Yeah, wow, you're very attractive. They're very like, oh my gosh, who is that person? You look good, you smell good, you stare good. You really give them a strong stare that makes them want to talk to you more. I'm seeing that you could lead this conversation, you could lead this situation in their eyes with the Knight of Cups coming out reversed. They definitely see you as someone who is not shy, okay? You come on pretty strong, group 3. And it's very clear to them that you're not here to muck around with the Knight of Cups reversed. Like, yeah, this isn't a I'm trying to get your number to date you situation. Wow, ruthless. Oh my gosh. Group 3. I was hoping we would get a group like this, but you know, you can never really choose. You just gotta set the topic and channel the energy. But yeah, wow, okay. You're definitely like really giving them that vibe of, oh my god, this person is totally, they want me, like, and they don't want to muck around. Like, this person is, they're very much attracted to you physically, okay? It's the way that you carry yourself, it's the clothes that you're wearing, it's what you say, it's the way that you command a presence around you. Like, you have so much going for you that they're attracted towards. Oh, I love it. Group 3, please, Spirit. How does this person see them? The person who they will have their next sexual experience with. How do they see group 3? Okay, that's interesting. We have the 3 of Wands reversed. You're very impatient. You're very clear, and they actually really like that. You're just like, this is what I want. This is what I want to do. Yeah, with the 5 of Wands reversed, maybe you're very subtle as well. Like, you're making them feel really good about themselves. I'm not going to lie. Like, they feel like, oh my gosh. Yeah, the 7 of Pentacles, that was actually reversed, but I flipped it. I feel like you're someone who... you take your time when it comes to sex as well, group 3. Like you're invested in like the little things as well, which they can really appreciate, because your energy in a public sense, like around the people that you went out with, or that are witnessing all of this, or the lead up to it per se, like the flirting, you come across as very impatient and very strong and very clear as to what you want and what you want from them, and they appreciate that. But at the same time, like when it comes to the actual sex, I feel like you're very like calculated, and it's more about the experience, and it's very clear to them that this is something that you've kind of been wanting for a while. Like there's something about this that's very different, it's very unique, it's very not even strange though, like it's very much what they were wanting but weren't expecting with the 7 of Pentacles. And I feel like they do want more of you, but I feel like they're aware that you're not going to give them more. This may be someone who does like hit you up again like a week later to see what you're doing or to see if you're awake, that kind of message. But I do think that, yeah, they're very attracted to you, and they're very like, wow, this person is amazing, in the sense of like you come on strong, but you're also very clear about what you want from them. Bottom deck energy is the 8 of Cups reversed, which tells me that they're very much aware of the fact that this isn't about feelings, okay? This encounter with this person is not about how you feel, it's not about emotions, it's not about catching feelings. They're very much aware that you're using this experience as expressing yourself energetically and physically. It's very much a physical experience, and I think that there's a lot of clear understanding in that as well. So let's get some messages about the sex itself, group 3. What is sex with this person going to be like, Spirit? What is group 3's next sexual? Oh my gosh, that's what you want. The Devil coming out first. We also have, what is this? The 9 of Pentacles reversed. Oh my gosh. So listen, the foreplay is going to be the two of you just sort of sizing each other up, approaching each other, having some amazing conversation. There's something about the way this person talks and the conversation that you have that really sells them for you. You're going to realize that you both want the same thing. Like you're not really interested in looking at like dates or a relationship. You're both attracted to one another. So you're going to make it very clear. They're going to make it very clear. Once you actually go into the bedroom, because I feel like you don't, like you might leave early together is the energy that I'm getting. This is going to very much be their opportunity to like live out their fantasies as well. This is someone who has a lot of, I want to say, sexual energy. They are a very passionate person. It's someone who they were looking for you, you were looking for them, you both found each other for this experience. With the Devil coming out, I feel like this person has a kink. I don't know what it is. It's some sort of almost a fetish, but not quite. It's a kink. It's something that they like doing. It just gets them in the mood, it gets them excited, and it puts them into the right energy. I feel like this is someone who wants things to be done in a particular way, and I feel like you're going to be open to that, because this is something that either you haven't had a lot of experience with or something that you've fantasized about as well. With the 9 of Pentacles reversed, this person like would want you, this independent, strong, incredible, attractive person, to beg for them. That's what I'm seeing. Like this person wants to like put it over you. They want to put you in a position of like making you the compromised one. So they kind of want to, like, I'm hearing deflower you. Oh my days. But it just feels like more than anything, it's about them asserting themselves over you and like having a level of authority over you, almost pretending in their head like this is something that it would be possible in real life. I don't know. They have their own little kink. Maybe it's like a role play situation, or they just like dirty talking. I don't know, but there's something about like being over you. Let's get some more messages. Group 3, please, Spirit. What is their next sexual experience going to be like? Yeah, they love the way that you look at them. Okay, so especially with this, the minute that they take their clothes off, they want you to like stare at them, and specifically like their lower region, whether they've got like, I don't know if I'm allowed to say these words, whether they've got like a dick or a vagina. They want you to like look at it and be like in awe of it. You are going to be anyway. I don't know if this person is just like bigger than what you've had before, or if there's like they look different down there than what you've had before. You're going to look at them in a way that really makes them like, oh, okay, that's exactly what I wanted. Yeah, they're very attracted to you, and it's very exciting. It's very fun. We have the Four of Wands reversed. We aren't mucking around though. This isn't about dating. This isn't about a relationship. This is literally about enjoying each other's bodies and the energy that we can offer each other in this moment. I see that this person wants to change positions regularly, group 3. I wasn't really getting these messages in the last 2 groups, but your person wants to switch it up. They're not going to just stay on the bed the whole time. Like the 2 of you are going to be bent over the counter. You're going to be like draped over the lounge. You're going to have your legs in the air. You're going to have your arms in strange places. Like this person, they're really interested in the fire that you ignite in them, and they don't want that to end. They are aware that you're very experimental and that you have something that you want to live out in by way of using them for that, and they're very much the same way. I see that for some reason the 2 of you are going to try unconventional positions that neither of you have done very often, but you've both kind of wanted to do. Like in this card, we see this swing, right? And we see this person's, like the way that her legs are straddling his. It feels like you're going to do things that you haven't done a lot of with other people. You haven't experienced this a lot with other people. So what else can you tell us about this sexual experience, please, Spirit? What else can you tell us about this sexual experience? Oh, a bit of cradling. The Queen of Cups coming out. Okay. Oh my gosh. They love the way that you smell. And listen, I think this is a metaphor. I'm actually getting a strong emphasis here on oral sex, specifically cunnilingus. I don't know why. It's the smell more than anything. It's the smell and it's the juice. So if there's going to be no cunnilingus involved, because that's just not the way that you swing, for example, then I just see that it's the stickiness, that the fluids that your body produces, those juices, the smells, the tastes, the way that it moves across each other's skin. Oh my days, this is going to be very like passionate. There's so much passion, and it's even more exciting because you're both strangers. Kirk chiming in. I've been here the whole time, sir. Okay, well, good morning. I can see here with the Queen of Cups as well that this person, they do care, okay? Like, even though they're a stranger, even though you don't know them well, they have respect, and the way that you 2 move across each other's bodies is very intuitive. It's like you kind of just, you don't have a plan, but you have an idea and you're just going with the flow, and it's working out and it's creating a lot of juice. Can I get one more card, please, to help us see? We've got the Emperor reversed. Yes, it's very much about exploring things you haven't explored before and losing a bit of control as well. I see that this is going to be a very passionate experience for you, group 3. I see that it's very mutual, like you both know what you're getting yourselves into. It's nothing serious is the strong emphasis here, but it is about gaining experiences and gaining a level of, like, it feels like a leveling up badge. It feels like you've reached a new level. You've explored that part of yourself with somebody else who respects you enough to do this with you, for you. And I see that you both get a lot out of this experience. I think that this is kind of, like, you're going to know if this is meant for you, because this is kind of what you're wanting as well at the point that you're seeing this reading. I can also see here with the Emperor reverse, like there's going to be some sneaky hand action a little while after. I don't know if you would stay the night with this kind of person, but I feel like you're going to spend a good couple of hours with them. So you could potentially have a few different sessions with them. And I can see like a sneaky, like almost like a hand job turning into something else as well. Bottom deck energy for you is the King of Cups. So interesting, we have the King and the Queen over here telling us about the sexual experiences. I'm seeing a lot of fluids, you guys, on both ends. You're both going to climax. That's definitely very clear. And there's going to be a lot of mutual respect here. I see that it's very exciting. There's a lot of chemistry, there's a lot of passion, but there's also a lot of respect and a lot of desire for both of you to come, basically. So group 3, that's what I can see for you. That's where I'm gonna have to call your reading. So I gotta scoot over to group number 4 now. I hope this was fun for you though. I hope it just helped break up the seriousness that we've been covering lately. I hope it was exciting. I'm very excited for you. It's very intriguing, especially if like you don't see this coming, because I think it's gonna be so much fun for you. And I think it's probably the best person that this could happen with, because they're not Mr. Right, but they're Mr. Right now. So I think 21 Savage says that. Anyway, thank you for your support. As always, take what resonates. Do not let the rest take from you. And I shall see you in another video. Bye. Hi, Group 4, and welcome. If you chose the lepidolite crystal, then this is going to be your reading. You can kind of see it better here. You can see all the different little sort of colors and the pinky crown chakra, slightly purple hues. It's a very interesting crystal. It's still new to me, and I'm still sort of figuring out how I want to work with it. So I was very happy to use it in today's reading. Today's reading is about your next sexual encounter. We're aiming for clear, honest messages, see what comes through. Hopefully a bit of light-hearted fun. I know that when I say that, I almost jinx us by, there's always one group that's a little bit heavier, and we haven't had that group yet, so I hope it's not you, but listen, we'll see what comes through. We're going to be asking Spirit who your next sexual experience is going to be with, what they think of you, to help you understand like how well you know them. Excuse me. And we're also going to obviously be asking about the experience itself. So let's get some personality traits. Straight off the cuff. Group 4, please, Spirit. What can you tell us about their next sexual experience? Interesting. I don't know why I'm getting healing. I know that lepidolite has healing properties. Oof, gosh, I just got shudders. Oh my days. All right, we need to move forward. All right, Group 4, please, Spirit. What is this person's personality like? Who is Group 4's next sexual experience going to be with? Oh, I see. Oh, wow. Anything else? Okay. You may know this person already, but you don't know them well. With them showing up as the naive guy, they're a bit clueless. They don't seem to be expecting this from you. I see that it's something that they impulsively get into as well, but there's Spirit saying that there's an innocence about them, okay? And this is almost being clarified by the nerd. I feel like this person's energy is very aware, they're a thinker, they're very logical, they're very smart, let's say that. I feel like this person is incredibly observant. I feel like they're very aware of you. I feel like in the lead up to this moment, they're going to have eyes on you. They're going to be talking to you. They're going to be very interested in you. It's going to be obvious to you that this person is interested in you. You may meet this person through school or through some form of education. They're showing up as a student. Spirit is saying that their energy is very invested in learning and gaining knowledge. They're a very clever person. They have a very cool way of communicating. Like, you like what they have to say, or you really like they come across as very smart for you. You seem to value their intelligence. Spirit is saying that's going to be a very clear identifier as to who this person will be, but there is an innocence about them. Like, they don't seem to be very well experienced. I don't think that you know a lot about them, but when it comes to sex, you know that they don't have a lot of experience. I feel like this person is very smart though, and they may be intoxicated at the time that this happens. This person is a planner. They're working on some sort of big future, and they're spending a lot of energy into this as well, and that could be where this conversation stems from. You could be asking them about their future and what they have in the works at the moment, what they're working on, what they're planning for. And I feel like that's where this conversation kind of happens. But there's an impulsiveness here that doesn't seem to be planned. I feel like in other areas of this life, this person strikes you as a very like evolved, experienced person. They have a maturity to them, but when it comes to sex, they are clearly inexperienced. I feel like this person is also very calm. This card says that they are a healer of some sorts, so they come across as someone who seems to be either working on themselves or helping other people work on themselves. They're either really invested in themselves right now, or that's their role in life at the moment, is healing other people as well. They could be working as a doctor, for example, or studying to be a doctor, or they could be some form of energy healer, or helping people through life through an unconventional source of healing, you know, like a tarot reader or something, I don't know. But I feel like this person is quite responsible and they have like a stable energy to them. We have seeker here. So this person has a detached energy where they're very much an individual and they're focusing on themselves right now. This person is someone who is adventurous as well. It's interesting. They seem to be someone who's traveling quite soon. There's someone who seems to be just trying to like break out of the matrix and do things that they've always wanted to do. They have like a really sort of like naive side to them that wants more, that wants to explore more, that wants to break out of molds, that doesn't want to be overwhelmed by responsibility. This is a philosophical person, but they're very much focused on themselves. They're very, very the seeker energy in them makes me think of someone who is looking for a higher meaning or just vibing with the flow of life in terms of, yesterday I pulled out a map, I threw 3 darts at it, and wherever the darts landed is where I'm going to go next. Like there's a real sort of like going with the flow energy about this person because they're very aware of their mortality and they just kind of want to do whatever they can to get the most out of this experience while it lasts. Bottom deck energy is Knight in Shining Armor. This talks about a new life. This is someone who is working on something. They're working on a big opportunity here. It feels like the sex that the two of you will have will be very passionate. And Spirit's saying it's something that you've always hoped for, which is really interesting. This is someone you could have fantasized about before. Group 4, this is someone you've already imagined yourself having sex with. Oh no, Spirit is saying they could be in another relationship though, or you could be in another relationship. And this is your way of trying to break out of your own boundaries and limitations because you feel like you're just a part of a cycle that you didn't mean to be a part of anymore. Oh my gosh. Not evolved, inexperienced, confused. But this situation is going to offer you a lot more clarity, and it's going to make you feel like more aware of what you want. I feel like this is going to be a bit of a challenging situation for you because this is someone you've had your eye on, like you want to have sex with them, but I don't know if it leads to what you thought it was going to lead to. It feels like one person, like this person's energy, the way that you're going to know who they are is because they're very much attached to a traveling sort of lifestyle. Their soul is a free spirit, and they're out here exploring and seeking and really gaining a stronger connection to themselves. They're really trying to build more for themselves. Very, I don't even want to say ambitious because it's not about money for this person, it's about experiences. They may be someone who could be very wealthy in the future, but that's not how you currently see them. You see them as someone who is seeking the meaning of life and who is trying to create a new life for themselves as well. They could be moving or something like that. But when it comes to sex, they are inexperienced and it will show. Let's get some tissue box messages to help us clarify who this person is. So Spirit, for group 4, who is their next sexual experience going to be with? Nope. Oh, hello. Okay, let's move some of these out of the way. We'll come back to those. We'll start with initials, and then we'll come back to those messages. All right. So when it comes to initials, we have... Is there anything hiding over here? Yes. We have the letter V, which was hiding over there. So I feel like this is a win. This is a victory. This is something that you have wanted. But it feels a little bit like, oh, didn't expect it to happen like that. This might be someone that you've been waiting for. Anyway, we'll get back to that. Let's keep going. So we got the letter V, we got the letter Q. I'm hearing quiet, or quite the story. Quite the story. Interesting. We have the letter U coming out as well. Unique was what I heard. We have the letter J coming out. Justice. We have, so these initials could be yours or theirs. First, middle, last name. We have the letter I. We also have the letter S. We also have the letter M coming out. More money, more money. Oh my days. So this person could have a lot of money in their future. We have the letter R, But I feel like they're not really focused on that. That's just how you see them, which is interesting. We have the letter E coming out. We also have the letter H or H. We also have the letter Y. And we've also got the letter W. Okay, so when it comes to this person's, I kind of want to do, let's look at their star sign next. So this person is definitely coming across as a strong water or earth sign, or you could be as well. So when we look at earth, we're going for Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and with water, that is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. It feels like they do have a fire, or this situation is very fiery as well, though. When we look at Aries here, there's something very new and very fresh about this experience with them, but it also feels like something that has a lot of passion behind it. When we look at Sagittarius, there's a risky energy here as well of something like expansive, something in the moment, something quite spontaneous, but also it's gaining a new experience again. Like, I don't think of Sagittarius as a familiar energy. I see it as an energy that changes, that is adaptable, that is explorative, if that's a word. This is really about gaining experience and exploring something that you've kind of wanted, because I'm also being shown longing. So I feel like you have kind of wanted this experience for quite some time, or they may have wanted it for quite some time, but like confusion put a blockage in this in the past, and I feel like this could be happening very quickly for many of you. If we look at time frames here, let's see, we've got Cancer coming out strongly. Cancer, Aries season, you guys. It could be as soon as Aries season, which is the end of March, early April. Otherwise, we also have Cancer, and Cancer season is, gosh, I have a complete mind blank. Cancer season is July? June, July. Okay. I feel like it could be as soon as Aries season, though. Now, I'm also seeing love here. So I do feel that there is an emotional attachment to this person before this experience with them. It feels like this person's energy around you. Look, I'm also being shown the 4th house, which is all about nurturing and a feeling of home and comfort. I feel like this is strange because it's like you want more from them, but you feel that their energy is pulling them away from you. And this situation just sort of happens, even though both of you don't really know what the future holds for the two of you and for your connection together. I'm also getting an energy of like, oh, literally, that's why, because we have the 8th house here as well. I'm seeing an energy of transformation here, but I feel like there is a strong emphasis on new. Like the word birth and new is really strong in this person's energy. They could be birthing like a new life into existence. There's something about them that's not just evolving, it's actually just completely a different person than who you maybe first met. And this is also interesting. We have the 12th house coming out, which is also about endings. Now, the 12th house can also be about fantasies, dreams, for example. It can also be about secrets. So this could be something that you've been imagining or secretly longing for quite some time. Third eye chakra tells me that you've kind of been manifesting this, and I feel like this person is very intuitive as well. Like they seem to be following their intuition. With the crown chakra coming out, I feel like there is a strong guidance here. There's an energy of them following some sort of path that they feel called to follow. And I see that you know this about them. Like you know that they kind of just seem to follow this inner voice within them. They're a very explorative person. I don't even know if that's a word, but that's what's coming across. So let's see what they think of you as well. We'll go for this deck first. Group 4, please, Spirit. What does this person think of them? How does this person see group 4? How does this person see group 4? I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. You seem, yeah, okay, we got the Page of Swords coming out reversed. It felt like somebody, yeah, the Four of Pentacles reversed. Somebody here isn't as open as they're pretending to be with the King of Swords reversed. You're a very serious person, but it's like they think that you haven't thought this through enough. With these two Swords characters in reversed, they see you as a very smart person. You're very logical. You're very, I want to say, aware. They really like conversations with you, but there's an energy here of maybe you didn't think this through enough, or maybe you're doing something impulsive that you might regret with them. I don't know. With the Page of Swords reversed, they see you as someone who you don't usually seem to make mistakes. Like, you don't do something until you know what you want from it. They see you as someone who's more experienced than they are when it comes to this situation in general, but also when it comes to sex, group 4. With the Four of Pentacles reversed, it feels like you just kind of lost control in that moment. They see you as someone who's usually very reserved, but it's like they know that they have a soft spot, or that you have a soft spot for them as well. And with the King of Swords, I think it's very clear that this is something that you've thought about. I just don't think that they know the level of it. I don't see a lot of meaningful conversation in this opportunity, even though there could be. You could potentially change each other's minds about how you see each other if you were to talk more, but it feels like this is something that just happens, and all of a sudden you're trying to figure out, well, what do I say to them now? Like, what do I do just now? Group 4, please, Spirit. How does this person see Group 4? We have the Chariot coming out. So they see you as a very ambitious, motivated person who moves towards the things that they want. And there's something here that they weren't expecting, because it's like they see you as someone who has overcome a lot, but it still feels like you've got a guard up towards this person. I think that they secretly know that you may have feelings for them. But I'm also hearing, and I don't know why, if you would have cared, you would have tried sooner. I think that they feel your paths pulling away from one another. Geez, I wasn't expecting it to be that kind of reading though. Let me get one more card. Group 4, please, Spirit. How does this person see them? We've got the Four of Cups. Yeah, they kind of get this energy that you're bored in life. You don't seem to be emotionally fulfilled, and they feel like they can pick up on that, but they also feel like you're not being honest with yourself here. And they also feel like when it comes to them, they know that they can't be the source of your happiness. You have to kind of figure out why you're not happy in your own life as well. For some of you, it feels like you're in another relationship, and this person is very aware of the fact that, like, you're not ready to leave that partnership yet. You're not ready to explore something else yet. This may just be something that helps break out of some sort of routine or a feeling of stuckness that you've gotten yourself into. I don't know. It just feels like mentally you're withholding a lot from this person when it comes to what you're thinking and what you want to do moving forward. So they're kind of just going, oh, well, I'm just going to keep moving forward for me then. But I feel like the two of you have feelings that are strong and are developed. Like you secretly wanted this, but now that it's here, it's like, well, what do we do with this? I'm also being shown the King of Pentacles reversed, so someone isn't as available as they're pretending to be. Someone could be in another relationship. With the Three of Pentacles here, there could be a third-party situation, or there could be another blockage. There could be a work blockage. There could be a family blockage. But it's like, because of this blockage, romantic feelings can't be honestly expressed. And with the Devil underneath that, I feel like someone needs to break out of these binds in general, regardless of this person's energy. Someone isn't being honest with themselves, and it's not until they identify how they are stuck that they will be able to be blessed with better fortune. I feel like someone is holding back. Someone is, because they're almost afraid of what this all means. There's illusions in someone's energy here, and it's coming out as you, the viewer, but I don't think that it's going to be applicable to everyone, because this is a general reading. Someone here is not as free as they pretend to be. They're not happy with their life. They're not emotionally where they want to be. And they're not being honest with themselves about the choices they need to make in order to be happy. So, gosh, coming back to the fun part of this reading, let's have a look at what your next sexual experience with this person is going to be like. Let's have a look at these cards. For Group 4, please, Spirit, what can you tell us about the next sexual experience for Group 4? Oh my God, I've got the Three of Wands here. So this is definitely going to happen a lot sooner than you think with the Three of Wands reverse. It's something that you've wanted for a while. I'm getting like a lot of kissing, a lot of touching, a lot of like hair as well, a lot of hair pulling. There's a lot of desire here. Not a lot of talking, you guys. Like, you're just straight into it. There's a lot of passion behind this, a lot of spontaneity. There's a little bit of a possessiveness here. You did get this energy of the devil reverse. So there's a very much an idea of independence here. One person is very fiercely independent, but that role may switch when it comes to like being involved in this situation. It feels like one of you may actually prefer to be more submissive energy. I feel like this is someone you're very attracted to. It almost seems to just sort of happen. And then once you're there, you just kind of get into the moment. Like, it's very physical is what I want to tell you. With fire and earth here, it's a very physical thing for you. It's feeling like a primitive need. It's feeling like an instinctive need. Like, you're not really thinking, you're not really feeling, you're just doing what feels right in terms of your skin, in terms of your mouth. Like, there's a lot of just pulling the two of you together. Group 4, please, Spirit. What is the next experience going to be like? Oh, hello. Oh, they're showing me the 5 of Pentacles now, as well as the 4 of Wands reversed. And I need to show you your bottom deck, which is the Magician. So it is going to boost your confidence. Group 4, if you identify as this person who feels stuck in a rut of emotional boredom and discontent, then I need to tell you that this experience is going to help you see exactly where in your life you have kind of let things slip. It's going to give you confidence. You're going to feel very powerful in this moment because there is an air of like you've been manifesting this. This is something that you've been dreaming about, daydreaming about, thinking about. It's going to happen a lot sooner than you think, but there is an unexpected element to this as well. And it feels like it's a very physical thing. There's just pentacles here and wands. Like, that's all except for the Magician, which is a bit of Mercury. And that's more so about your confidence is what I feel. I think that there could be an opportunity here to have a very powerful conversation with this person if you think you already know who they are. I see that this is someone who you're aware of, but you're not in a relationship with them. They're coming across as a very detached solo person. When it comes to your sexual experience with them in general, I see that it comes after a period of separation. Like, you either haven't seen this person in a long time and there's a lot of desire to be alone with them. There's going to be a lot of moments of just like holding each other and kissing each other, which makes me think that you have a very strong awareness of each other because that's all you want to do. Like, really, there's a lot of passion there as well, and obviously you want the end result as well, but there's also just a desire to hold them and kiss them. And I think that you're going to really quickly realize how much desire you have for them once you kiss them, because I think that there's a lot of passion that you've been suppressing, and I feel like it really solidifies how special this person is. But I also think that they walk away at the end, and because their path is pulling them here and you're still over here. And I feel like you're stuck here. They see a lot of ambition in you, Group 4, but they also see your denial of truth. But anyway, coming back to the sex, with the 4 of Wands reverse, this isn't going to happen at your house. This is going to happen at another location. It could be like a familiar location, like somebody else's house, but it isn't going to happen at your house. There is an element of secrecy here, of getting each other alone. And it feels like there's a real possessive energy in the way that the two of your bodies kind of collide. Like, you're just very, very attached to each other physically, and you're going to feel like a tingling. There's a very strong chemistry here, a lot of passion. I'm literally like, it's hot here where I'm filming, but I'm just like sweating so much. There's going to be so much passion for this person as well. It's not even, listen, this is intriguing for me, Group 4, because it's not even about the sex, it's about the intimacy. And even though there's no water here, because I don't think you're emotionally available, Group 4, I don't think you're emotionally available, there is still like a strong physical attraction to this person, and there's a strong desire to just have them in this way as well. Gosh, I don't know what else I can tell you. It's literally just a lot of like holding each other and kissing each other. A lot of fire. Yeah, I'm just seeing hands like this at the shoulders, at the hips, at the back, at the head. Lots of hands just like holding. There's this real possessive energy of like just squeezing each other. And maybe you haven't had many opportunities alone with this person. That's what it is as well. Like once you're alone, it's like, oh my gosh, I can finally explore this chemistry. But I do think that this is going to be an emotionless opportunity unless you actually have that very important conversation that you potentially could have in this moment. It is otherwise just going to be an opportunity for your confidence to be raised. It's no skin off this person's nose, Group 4. You need to know that whether you choose to open up to them or not, they are going to continue with their plan of being their free self and figuring out who and what they're meant to be in this lifetime. I feel like there is so much passion here, but there's also a strong awareness from this person's point of view that you're not ready to see the truth of who they are to you. And so they have to keep finding who they are to themselves instead. Oh my days. I want to get like some messages. I didn't do this for any of the other groups, so please keep it to yourselves. What would this person say to Group 4 after they have sex? Yeah, they're telling you that you need to figure out what you want. With the Four of Swords reversed, this person would tell you that they're moving. I feel like this person is moving away. I feel like it's not that they need time for them. It's like they're taking time for themselves. They're not resting. The Four of Swords reversed is giving me an energy of coming out of a period of inaction. This person is action orientated. They're doing things. And I feel like they're saying that you need to figure things out for yourself. Like you need to figure out what you want. You need to figure out why your energy is unstable or bored in general. This person would say that to you if they know you well enough. Otherwise, they would be thinking these things about you. Like, geez, you're clearly not as happy as you pretend to be. Oh my days, who is this person, Group 4? Why would they talk to you like this? You matter. They want you to know that you do matter. I feel like they see straight through you, Group 4, and they know that there's a part of you that feels like it's missing, and they want you to explore that part further so that you do find yourself and what is missing from yourself. They really do think highly of you, but they can see that you're lying to yourself as well. Group 4, please, Spirit. They would say that right now your perception of what is right is a bit skewed. That card came out like a blockage. They think that your opinion is blocking you from your truth. They think that your pride could be blocking you from your truth. They're trying to tell you that love is the answer, and potentially this is something that you are blocking in your life. I don't see any cups for you. And the only cups that I do see are the Chariot and the Four of Cups. And the Chariot is about moving towards success, overcoming fear, but it's also about strong feelings sort of pulling you in a specific direction. When that comes out with the Four of Cups, I feel like this direction is still something that you're not comfortable with exploring, because the Four of Cups talks about boredom and a missed opportunity. They're saying that there's something that you haven't really explored well enough, but you know what this is in your heart, and apparently there are feelings between the two of you that haven't been explored either. This is the kind of person that may pop in and out of your life frequently, but I don't think you've explored this relationship to its potential with them, and there is this energy of this person walking away from you because you're not emotionally available for them. It could be reversed 100%, but that's how it's coming through at this point in time. Just remember, it is a general reading, so you can always reverse these roles. Group 4, any other closing messages from this person for them? Yeah, nah. They're confused, so they have to walk away. They're confused, so they have to walk away. They have to do what is best for them, because they don't know what you want, and they know that you don't even know what you want either. So Group 4, my days, that's what I'm seeing for you. Listen, I knew there was going to be a serious group, and I was hoping that it would at least come with a bit of clarity, and I do think that it did, because this is a predictions reading. This situation hasn't happened yet. When it does happen, it could be a powerful opportunity to communicate some things that you've been suppressing for a very long time. Otherwise, it is going to be an opportunity that ignites your passion and leaves you feeling even more aware. Like you can't go back to your life after this. You can't go back to the things that you've been denying yourself from after this. It's going to be very hard to go back to your matrix after this. Once you awaken to this passion, to this sort of connection, whether this is a person you're meant to have a future with or not, they unlock a part of your life that you haven't been living, and they're going to take the glasses off and obliterate them so that you'll never be able to look at things the same way. It's going to be very clear to you where certain aspects of your life have been a lie and how you have been lying to yourself in specific ways. This is a very profound experience, and I think that you are going to anticipate it coming because part of you has wanted this and part of you is aware of this person already. It's going to happen soon. If you notice this happening, if you notice this coming, these sorts of things do happen for a reason. It doesn't have to be this jarring and this painful. It could very well just be an opportunity to awaken further and to ascend further and to evolve further. It could just be a powerful opportunity to communicate authentically and to face your truth once and for all. But it is up to you. Your story is in your hands. This is just a general reading. Take what resonates. Don't let the rest take from you, Group 4. And thank you so much for tuning in today. I shall see you in another video. Bye!